live at Gilmore Guitars, brought to you by The Hideout. Seen on iMediatv.ca.
Hello again, I'm David Gilmore, and welcome to Live at Gilmore Guitars. On today's show, I'm very excited to speak with the pride of the Ottawa Valley, Brock Zeman. The reviews are in. Exclaim magazine says Brock is a songwriter worth hearing over and over again. We'll be right back to find out why. Brock Zeman and Live at Gilmore Guitars. I'm David Gilmore, and we're at Live at Gilmore Guitars. Brock, thanks for coming by and spending some time with us today.
Always good to be in your shop and steal all your guitars.
Excellent. You got one in your hand right now. That's awesome. So it's been about a year since you've been out on the road, and you were saying when you came in that you were getting a little bit stir crazier and you were excited to get back out on the road.
Yeah. What I moved out to the country, and I guess the isolation and all that got a lot of work done, but made me a little nuts. We were working on the new record for probably 4 months before we took off, and sitting in a basement in the middle of nowhere really doesn't agree with me as much as I thought it would.
So let's go back a little bit. You've been doing this for, well, you're not even 30 years old yet.
I am 30 years old.
You're 30 years old
just
now.
turned.
You've got 9 records. You've written and produced 9 records. How does a guy your age become that prolific?
I don't find it all that prolific. I just sit down and write songs like I'm supposed to do, and I find that, you know, when you got enough songs, you put out another record. And I think more songwriters, it seems a no-brainer to me that a songwriter would sit down and write songs every day. Seems appropriate. Okay. So that's what I do, and there's plenty of material for new records. And plus, I always get nervous that I'm not, you know, after I put out a record, it's what's next and what's after that. So I'm always like 4 records ahead of myself.
You've got a really unique narrative style in your songwriting, in your performing, and you know, I know people that'll go to a Brock Zeman show just to hear you tell stories between songs. So how do you approach your songwriting style, especially in that narrative aspect of it?
I'm a big, well, I've never been really good at melody. So I just kind of like write the lyrics, and if there's no melody, I'll just talk the words.
So where do the stories come from?
Anywhere. You just got to keep your eyes and ears open. And I think the more ordinary, the better, usually. Like anything that most people would skip over and not see as something special. I like writing songs about that. Like I got that song, Life is Good, on You Ain't Crazy Henny Penny, about the lady who painted horses and stuff. Sometimes songs like that just kind of fall into your lap if you just try to write it. You know, I've failed so many times, you know, like out of 200 songs, I've probably written, you know, 3 or 4 trying to get the songs. Right. But I think the key is just finish them all, and hopefully you can go back to them if it's a good idea. But I try and keep out of the way of, you know, conventional songwriting as much as possible, like the songs about girls and whatnot. I tend to write those when I have nothing else to write.
And we're going to hear some music from you a little bit later on in the show. We'll be right back with Brock Zeman.